Let's do a few more transactions. We're getting to the stage where they're getting a little more complex. So the 16th of June, received a credit for 5 computers returned to Orange Computers. So what have we done? We'd previously bought a number of computers from Orange Computers, but now we've returned some. So that's not a credit sale, it's not a credit purchase, and nor does it involve any transfer of cash. So it is going to be general journal. Does it involve inventory? Yes, it does. So we'll go to inventory in a bit, and no discount involved. So let's go to inventory. We've said it involves inventory, and it's the transaction on the 4th. So here's this transaction. What in a sense we're trying to do is undo 5 of those computers. So we go -5. That price is going to be the same, and that means we go down $8,300, and we can see here inventory's fallen $8,300. Our total value of the total number of computers has fallen by 5, and our average price has fallen marginally. Why? Because they were reasonably expensive computers we bought. Now we know this is going to be the general journal. So what's going to happen in the general journal? Well, we know it's June 8th, and 2 things are going to be impacted upon. We bought stuff on credit, so we had an account payable, and that's now going to fall, so accounts payable will fall. So debit accounts payable, Orange Computers, and our inventory is going to fall as well, so that will be a credit to inventory, and the amount will be $8,300. Got minus there. I don't want it to be minus, so I'll just put in another minus. Minus minus equals, and the inventory is going to be the same. Now what is this? Returned 5 computers to Orange, and they were 1,600 and something each. 1,660 was it? Oh, that divided by 5 would be 1,660. Let me check. 1,660. Righto. I haven't posted any of these to the general ledger yet, so I have to come back and post these at some time. Let me post this one now. So I've got inventory there. No, I won't post it yet because I've got others I should post. So this would then need to be posted to the general ledger. So that transaction is now done. Let's do the next one. Sell 10 computers on credit. Sell on credit. Sales journal. Sell computers on credit doesn't involve inventory. Yes. And does it involve discount? Not at the moment. So let's go to inventory. Sell 10 computers at 2095. So we're going to sell 10 computers. That's the selling price, 2095. We've got to work out what our average cost is. So we're now working out our cost of sales. 1540. So our total cost of sales 15,400, and our average cost will remain the same. So now we need to go to the sales special journal. Sales special journal, and we know debit cost of goods sold, credit inventory is going to be the 15,400, and now we need to work out what our sales are. So our sales are 10 computers at 2095 ex GST. So 10 computers sales will be 10 times 2095. Now we know the GST we need to add on the top of that is 1/10. There's our GST, so the total amount we owe will be sales plus the GST. Now this will be invoice 243, and who was it? Travel for You. Travel for You, and I think it was the 16th, but I will check. 19th. Now we need to post this to have another go at this. No, that's right, cells protected. I could unprotect. I can make this smaller. Can't even change that. Righto. Right, I need to post this to accounts receivable subsidiary ledger. Travel for You. Go to Travel for You, June 19. It's going to be sales journal, S1. It's going to be a debit of $23,045. The closing balance will be the opening balance plus any debits minus any credits, and that's $40,045, and that will be a debit. So we can now go back to the sales journal and put in a T. Righto, we'll do one more transaction. A reasonably straightforward one. Actually, I could do all the 19th, that'll be a big one. Righto, received cash payment from cash sales of 18,000 and a bit dollars for 8 computers. So received cash payment, so this is cash receipts, but received cash doesn't involve inventory. Yes. Doesn't involve discount. No. So let's go to the inventory first, and we have sold 8 computers. 19th, cost of sales 8. Our average cost is 1540. Therefore our total cost of sales is 12,320. And our average cost of inventory doesn't change. So now to the cash receipts. Special journal, and we go cash receipts, 19th, cash sale. Now cost of goods sold we'll do first. Cost of goods sold, 12,320. Remember, that's a debit and a credit. Now we need to work out our actual sales. So we had 8 computers. Let me check that. 8 computers totaling $18,040. Received cash payment, right. Got a bit more to do. $18,040. So we got 1840. No, 18040. Now that's got 2 components. One component of that is GST, so we divide that by 11. I've done the wrong side again. Equals this divided by 11, and this one is 10 times the GST, so that's 16,400. We can't post any more of this at the moment, so that transaction is done. Let's go to the next transaction. Pay Orange Computers $14,500, check 616. So we pay, it's going to be a cash payment. Will it involve inventory? No, because that was the last one. Will it involve a discount? Well, it could involve a discount. So let's have a look. Pay Orange Computers. Now we've got our transactions here, but the starting point would be to go to the subsidiary ledger, Orange Computers, and hope I've got it up to date. Accounts payable, Orange Computers. Righto, on June the 4th, we made a payment. On June the 9th, we made a purchase. Now, did I have some Orange Computers over here? So that highlights something I haven't done. Accounts payable, Orange Computers. So I will now post this to the general ledger, and so I also post it to the subsidiary ledger. So firstly, accounts payable. Let's go to accounts payable, general ledger. And we go June, whatever that was, and we have a debit from the general journal of $8,300. The reference here is G1, General Journal 1. Inventory returned. But there's a sufficient audit trail here because you just go back to G1 and it'll tell you that. The balance here therefore is that item minus any debits plus any credits. And that hasn't come out right, and I'd say the reason for that is I've left out no I haven't, I've got something wrong. Equals this item minus this item plus this item. Right, I don't know what I did wrong before, and that'll be a credit. So now we can go in and write account 202 in the general journal. 202. Now this is not complete because we also need to post this item to the subsidiary ledger. So I go to Orange Computers, subsidiary ledger, Orange Computers, June, I have to check the date, and this will be general journal, and it's going to be a debit of 8,300, but I'll just go to the general journal anyway. And I'll fill that down, credit, and check the date. But there's one other thing I need to do in the general journal. I've now posted that to the subsidiary ledger, so I can go here and put in the T. So see, that's a special posting. It's got two components to it, 202/T. Up here, Fred Flintstone, we've partially posted that item because we've just put the T in. And we can see here how we can just partially post because I know what items I've posted because I put in the posting reference, and I know what items have not been posted. So now let me go back to the subsidiary ledger. I didn't check the date, the 8th. So it was on June 8th. Now, we know we have a payment here. Now, is any discount involved? So first off you think, whoa, we owe 180,000. We're not paying much, so there's probably not likely to be a discount, but we just might check a bit further anyway. So let's go back and look at this transaction again. Orange Computers, pay 14,500. Well, it's not going to extinguish any debt we have, even though you can see you potentially have a payment within 10 days. So we're going to go no on the discount. So we get back to the special journal. And right, cash payments. Righto. Orange Computers, the 19th. So cash at bank was 14,500, and the account payable 14,500. Check 615, and we need to go and post this to the subsidiary ledger. 14, so June 19. It's cash payments, 14,000. Well, let's put it right in. Cash payments 14,500 debit, and we come down to our closing balance, and that all works. You see the numbers here are not quite in the order they should be, because I posted the transaction of June 9th before I posted the general journal one. So hopefully you've got them in the right order, but that still works. Now there's one more transaction on this day, and it'll be good to get done. Payment of balance due to hardware suppliers by use of a note payable. Another one that's a bit challenging. What is a note payable? I might have to talk about that somewhere else, or write something up. Well, there is some notes up on the forum. Right, 19th, payment of balance due to hardware suppliers by use of note payable. So again, this is going to be general journal. So there's no cash involved. We're not entering into a new transaction. We're clearing a transaction using a note payable instead of cash. Any impact on inventory? No. Is there a discount? My guess, given we're using a note payable, will be no, but we might check that anyway. Payment of balance due, so let's have a look at balance due to hardware supplies, subsidiary ledger, hardware supplies, $119,000. So June 19. Will be right $119,000, so we better go to the general journal, and we're going to go this June 19 accounts payable hardware supplies, and that's $119,000. And the credit is note payable. So what we've done here, we've transferred one form of debt, an account payable, to another form of debt, a note payable, and it's going to be $119,190. So no discount involved. Now I won't post these to the general ledger. Let me do it. I did the last accounts payable. Let me post this to the general ledger. So general ledger accounts payable equals $119,190. This is June 19, and note payable. This will be G, actually that wouldn't have been G1, this will be G4, that would have been G3. Fill down to see if we get the same closing balance, and that works. So we know we can go back here and say we've posted that to 202, and now we're going to post that to the subsidiary ledger as well. So 119,120. So we have a debit of 119,190, and note payable. That's the general journal, and the balance comes to 0. Now it was already green because it was already 0, but now it really is 0. And that's the transactions, all of them done up for the 19th. So only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 transactions to go.